has been a minute. It has been a very long minute, many long minutes since I published anything in here being on YouTube. And yeah, it kind of sucked. I missed it very much, but we were thrown some obstacles, some challenges that needed our attention. And as much as December is probably one of, if not the favorite month of mine to create content and share with you all, it just wasn't going to happen. I tried a couple times, but it felt very forced and very rushed and very sort of haphazard, and it didn't feel genuine and it didn't feel good. And so I scrapped it and just decided to put it on pause and take the risk of having my channel fall into the electronic void that is created by the wonky algorithms and what have you, and just wait until I had some time to actually be present and do this. So not everything is regulated yet in our world, but it is, it's coming. It's calmer. Things are falling into place. So that's great. It is January, which is famously the month of the detox. So I am seeing more than ever all kinds of people promoting detox programs and supplements and selling all kinds of information about detoxing all over my social media feeds and also on the internet, hearing tons of people talk about it. And as a naturopath, I get the most requests for detox protocols in the month of January. Probably many practitioners do, as well as questions about it. So what's the best way or the safest way? Is it absolutely necessary? Who should or shouldn't do it? Why do our bodies need it? And do our bodies actually need it? Don't we have our own detox systems built in? And to answer the last question, absolutely we do. But I just want to say right away though that it's not because you were eating chocolates and cookies over the holidays or ate buttery mashed potatoes 3 days in a row or drank more wine or champagne than usual that you need a detox. Our bodies are very intelligent and we do have our natural detoxification system. So when I talk to you today about detoxing, I'm not talking about a massive overhaul. I'm not talking about fasting or living on nothing but water and cayenne pepper for the next 10 days. I'm just talking about how to support the systems that you already have in place. I'm talking about giving a bit of extra love and care to your emunctories, and those organs are there helping to filter and neutralize and eliminate the toxins that are in your body every single day. Your emunctories are your liver, which acts like a processing center and neutralizes the toxins and prepares them to be safely eliminated from your body. And then your kidneys filter the blood and help remove waste through urine. There is your digestive tract that eliminates what we don't absorb. So anything that you ingest that your body doesn't need gets eliminated, right? So our body first does kind of a triage, like deciding, okay, well, this we're going to convert into energy. This is a vitamin or a mineral we need, or a protein or whatever. And then anything that we don't need, anything that's left over is eliminated. And that's great for a few reasons. One, because you literally don't want to be burdened with extra bulk, but also because you don't want to be burdened with an overload of vitamins, minerals, or even hormones that get recycled through your system if you don't eliminate them. Your lungs help detox through breath, removing carbon dioxide and volatile compounds every time we exhale. And then the skin, which is the biggest organ that we have, eliminates toxins through sweat and circulation and lymphatic flow. So the question is not whether or not we actually need to detox, because obviously we need to detox and our body is built to do that and it does it every single day. But the question is whether or not your body needs some extra support in doing that. Because the reality is, even if we were originally created in a way that our bodies were able to filter or eliminate toxins and pathogens that came in our way, today, all these years, centuries later, our bodies are having an enormous amount of work to do. We're being exposed to chemicals and pollutants that we never were exposed to before, and we certainly weren't created to deal with, right? Like highly processed foods and refined sugars and flours, as well as pollutants that are in the air and in the water. We are exposed to all kinds of chemicals. We put them on our skin. We take medications. Now it's getting dark, but it's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to say that it makes sense that our bodies might need some extra help processing all of that. The winter also can really overburden us, and we're not getting the same amount of sunlight, probably not as much vitamin D. As a result, we're not getting as much exercise. We're not getting as much fresh air. Unless, of course, you're an alpine skier by profession. You're not getting the circulation, you're not getting the movement of lymph, and it's just a really excellent time to give yourself that extra support, the same way that you would support your immune system more during cold and flu season, for example, right? Like we do have an immune system, we do have a way to fight these things, but we also try and help support these systems as much as we can when we think that they might be burdened more than usual, let's say. So even if you aren't big on resolutions, or you don't have like a subscription to the whole new year, new me point of view, it's still a really, really great time to think about how you can help to support your detoxification systems. And I am going to share a few ways with you today, nutritionally, herbally, physically, and even mentally. Milk thistle is one of the only liver supporting herbs that also supports kidney health. It can cool down and relieve excess heat in the body, especially in terms of the digestive system, the liver, and the skin. A new way that I've discovered to use it is in a Japanese seasoning called Gomasio. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but anyway. It is a traditional Japanese seasoning made with toasted salt and sesame seeds. And lately I've been adding a bit of granulated garlic and milk thistle seeds before grinding it all up together with a mortar and pestle. You can whiz them up in an electric grinder too, of course, but there's something about when you're grinding it, like the smell is so incredibly delicious. It smells so good. It'll smell good even in the electric grinder. But I'm just saying, like, if you do it by hand, you can smell it while you're doing it. It's just amazing. Either way, it's delicious, sprinkled on salads or in wraps, on soups, stews, steamed, sauteed veggies, probably even on popcorn actually, which I haven't tried yet, but I will. Some of the best foods you can eat to help detox are leafy greens and cruciferous veg. Bitter greens like arugula, mustard greens, dandelion, radicchio. There's tons more, but they promote natural detoxification of the liver, which regulates cholesterol, balances hormones, detoxifies the blood, metabolizes fats, and they also activate the taste buds that stimulate enzyme production and also bile flow, which promotes digestion. The better your food is digested, the more nutrients your body will actually absorb from your food, and it doesn't matter what you eat if you can't absorb it properly, right? The high fiber content, of course, in bitter greens also helps with elimination of waste through the digestive tract, and all of this is not only helpful for the detox process, but also in optimizing digestion in general. I almost always prescribe bitters for patients who are having trouble with digestion. Leafy greens, not necessarily bitter ones, but just leafy greens in general, like spinach, kale, collard greens, Swiss chard, and even spirulina are top tier detox foods. They are high in chlorophyll, which binds to heavy metals and neutralizes toxins in the bloodstream. They're also loaded with antioxidants and rich in nutrients that help to reduce oxidative stress in the liver. Cruciferous veggies like broccoli, kale, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, and bok choy are natural detoxifiers, so they also support liver function and toxin elimination because of the high fiber and sulfur-containing compounds. They help with hormone metabolism and again, provide antioxidant protection. There are so many ways to incorporate greens and cruciferous veg for detox. So you can add them to smoothies, like blend kale or spinach with fruit. Salads, definitely. The darker the greens, the better. Sauteing them, I love sauteing just a whole bunch of grains, whatever I have in the fridge, with a bit of garlic and olive oil, maybe some chili flakes. I just find it like one of my favorite veggie sides. And then there's juicing, so drinking leafy green juices, and then adding things like grapefruit, which can be a really refreshing way to gently support your liver, your lymphatic system, and your digestion because of the vitamin C and the natural antioxidants. Just be mindful that grapefruit can interact with some medications, like some cholesterol meds, blood pressure meds, anti-anxiety meds, and also progesterone. So just make sure that if you do add grapefruit, that it doesn't conflict with any of the medications that you're taking. And then apples famously help the body take the trash out quietly and efficiently. Their soluble fiber binds to waste and toxins in the gut, especially the pectin, and the polyphenols support the liver function and healthy bile flow. And also, if you're adding things like grapefruit, apples, cucumber, celery, all these things are really hydrating, which is really, really important and helpful for detoxing and for promoting good flow, good circulation, and good flow of the lymph. I have this new soup. It's not a new soup, it's just a soup that I've just recently started making that I love so much, and I just call it a green detox soup. It's my new go-to when I'm feeling like my systems are a bit overburdened. You can experiment with the ingredients that you have on hand. I don't actually have a particular recipe. It's just using basically all of the gorgeous greens I have in the house. So I always start with onions that are rich in sulfur compounds, antioxidants, and prebiotic fibers that support the liver and kidney detoxification. And again, these help bind and eliminate heavy metals and protect cells from oxidative stress and nourish the gut microbiome, which is always a very good thing. And then I add leeks. They are high in sulfur compounds that support the liver's natural cleansing pathways, and their soft, soluble fibers help keep digestion moving smoothly, which, again, we definitely want. They also have diuretic properties that help flush toxins from the body. They also support bile flow and, like onions, support the microbiome. Garlic isn't for everybody, but for those of you who like it, it activates natural detox enzymes and supports circulation and microbial balance. Broccoli, as I mentioned, supports the body's natural detox pathways thanks to the sulfur-containing compounds and help the liver break down and eliminate toxins. And I add those leafy greens like kale and chard, which are packed with vitamins and minerals and chlorophyll that help cleanse the blood and support digestion. I love adding fresh parsley, which just brightens up the taste, but it also is a great detoxifier and is rich in antioxidants. And then to add a boost of protein, but stick with the green theme, I'll add some steamed edamame. That also keeps the soup grounding and sustaining and makes it more filling. I almost always have fresh or frozen ginger and turmeric in the house, so I'll definitely grate some of that up and add that. You can use dry also, of course, if that's all you have. These are warming spices and they help to support circulation and reduce inflammation and stimulate the body's natural cleansing pathways. Once all the ingredients are sauteed, I will add vegetable broth and let that simmer until everything is really nice and tender, and then I will puree that into a nice, soothing, comforting soup. And then I will sprinkle on some of that milk thistle Gomasio to add a bit more umami and liver support. Moving the body is one of the most important and simplest nurturing ways to help a natural detox. Whether you're just going for a walk or you're doing yoga or wrestling with your best friend, all of this stimulates circulation and encourages lymph flow, which helps the body release toxins and also calms the mind while giving you a boost of energy. If you're working up a sweat while you're at it, you're also releasing toxins through perspiration. Dry brushing is a really nice gentle, ritualistic way to actively love your body using a soft brush and gentle upward strokes. So you start at the feet and you work up towards your heart, or if you are doing your arms, you're going to start at your hands and work towards your armpits. If you are doing your abdomen or your back, you're going to do this in circular motions. And all of this encourages lymphatic drainage and circulation and exfoliates your skin. Dandelion root encourages the liver to process toxins, and it has kind of an earthy, almost sweet flavor, not quite, but almost, and it makes a really tasty latte. So whether you're trying to cut back on caffeine or cut it out, or just looking for some cozy, comforting way to support your liver, dandelion lattes are a great one. Epsom salt baths are a really nice way to help detox because the magnesium in the salts helps to relax your muscles and calm your nervous system, and also gets your circulation flowing, which then supports the lymphatic system, and it gives your mind a moment to rest, which also makes it easier for your body to clear out what it no longer needs. In traditional Chinese medicine, the liver is responsible for the free flow of energy, or your qi, and also for your circulation of your blood. So when your qi gets stuck, some of the symptoms that you might notice are things like bloating and digestive discomfort, more cramping during your periods, breast tenderness, tension in your ribs, your neck, your shoulders. You might get headaches. You might notice that you're sighing really frequently. A lot of the time when people are sighing a lot, it's because their liver qi is stuck. And then there's also emotional signs like feeling irritable or frustrated easily, even ragey, having mood swings, and just feeling emotionally stuck in general. Hibiscus flower cools your liver and releases that stagnation by purging hot, stagnant bile from the gallbladder. It is also delicious, and if you make a tea with hibiscus and rose hips, the rose hips add a little bit of sweetness, and they're packed with vitamin C and antioxidants. I love making this tea warm. It's a really loving, nurturing, sweet thing to do to help release some of that stagnation. But I also really love making an iced tea out of it in the summer. It's so fresh, and it has a really citrusy, tart flavor to it, which you can add sweetener to if you find it's too much. But I find it really, really refreshing. I really, truly thank you so much for your support and for your patience. And if you are a Patreon subscriber or Substack subscriber, I thank you forever and always for the belief in what I am trying to create, the community that I'm trying to build, and your contribution to that, helping make this possible. I thank you. And if you are someone who would like to work one-on-one with me for naturopathy, there is a booking link in the description below. I work in person here in Montreal, but if for any reason you can't make it to the clinic, or you live out of the city or country, I also work with people virtually online. So you can just follow the link in the description below for more information on that. And I will be back soon. I will. And in the meantime, take really good care of yourselves.